Hello everybody and welcome to the Learn Dota 2 League Season 19 All-Star Game 2 for real this time. This is going to be a really interesting one, because this was supposed to be a regular game of Dota, and the All-Stars voted to play Least Played instead. And then that didn't really work how they were imagining, because nowadays Least Played shows you like 100 heroes anyway. So instead they're playing Single Draft. With me here, once again, we have Luth. The one man from his team who's not here today. And we have ButteryGreg.
Hello.
Luth the anchor and Greg the admin.
Yep. And there's Storm Spirit. That was the hero that you were playing when Tinelson said that thing. Greg?
Is it? I thought I was playing Terry on that team.
I might be confused.
But...
Oh no, you were playing Storm Spirit during a time another funny drama-related thing happened, actually.
Seems to be a lot of drama.
It's all surrounding you. And for the record...
That wouldn't really surprise me.
Can you swap heroes in this game mode or no?
Nope.
Because like
you
okay.
take who you're given, and the players agreed that they would be playing the roles that they're given. So I will actually do another role rundown here. I'll do another roll call here in this game, even though we did it last time, just to remind everybody what role everyone is supposed to be in. So... Brion, don't swap accounts with Matt. True. Older Man Beat's got a hero he plays, and he's basically the only person on the team who did.
Just Jazzo playing illusion carries today.
Yeah, that's true. He's got that Naga Siren. He has no badge on that hero. He has never played Naga Siren. Oh, very nice. He has no badge on that hero, and like 3 people in the entire lobby have anything but a bronze badge. Dusty keeps asking everybody things in Chinese. Funny voice line sound effect. I see Whimsical Dragon does not actually have that, that sound. Is that sound even still on, where he's like voice chat sound or whatever, or voice wheel sound? Is that still in the game? Or did they take that out?
Oh, I can't remember actually.
It's like a caster voice line, right?
Yeah, yeah.
The battle begins.
2 for 2 on runes. And just to remind everybody as we're walking back, actually to remind everybody of 2 things. One, for those of you who showed up late, we will be announcing when next season is going to start right at the end of this game. So make sure to stay tuned for that. And yeah, for the benefit of those who missed it, this is Single Draft. Everybody is locked into the roles that they're given. And here is our roles for this game. So, on Team Whimsical Dragon, pause 1, you've got La on the Bounty Hunter. Pause 2, you've got Gundam on the Abaddon. Pause 3, you've got Wilderman Beats on the Axe, which is like, you know, something you'd really see here. Pause 4, you've got Windrunner being played by Dark Ace, which is like another real pick you would maybe see. And pause 5 is Whimsical Dragon on Ringmaster, which you might really see. This hero didn't suck ass right now. On the other side of the coin, on
Ringmaster definitely doesn't suck ass. Good hero.
I think he's statistically
sure.
pretty close to the bottom right now, right? At least he was last I checked. On the other side of the coin, on Team Jasso, or not Team Jasso, Team Brion, Stolen Valor there for Jasso. Pause 1, you have Jasso7, trying out Naga Siren for the first time ever. Pause 2, you've got Godlike Matt on the Elder Titan. Pause 3, you've got Dusty on the Storm Spirit. Pause 4, Maniac on the Sand King. And pause 5, you've got Brion on the Vengeful Spirit. So, you know, a nice mix of heroes you might really see in the role that these guys just happen to not play, and complete nonsense. And I think La might have, I think we might be getting a pause shortly or something. It kind of looked like his keyboard melted or something there. He just kind of stopped moving randomly.
So, when you're like talking about how good a hero is, are you just going off of like all around Dota buff stats, or are you like peeping like higher skill brackets or what?
Usually I'm going off of global win rate. We usually tilted at least somewhat to the higher levels of like higher badges you can see in LD2L. So it'll be like global win rate for like Archons, Legends, which I think is pretty indicative of like what a hero is like at the skill level of LD2L.
That's maybe more fair. Yeah, because like
if you're like a pro, you could probably get some lemonade out of Ringmaster. But if you're not in TI, he has like a 43% win rate.
Yeah, but so in like real games like Divine Enough, Ringmaster's almost at a 50% win rate. The issue is just that like bad players are apparently like just actually don't understand what the hero does.
Which is fair. I do think he's a little confusingly designed, just from like especially a visual standpoint. Like it's really not that clear what, for example, his ult does. I've actually had new players who were asking me like, "What does this skill do exactly?" It's kind of like a 90-word description. It's not very visually obvious.
I don't know. I pretty much disagree. I think it's like really clear. Don't look at the wheel or you take damage. Like it's, I don't know. It rolls out. Just like don't interact with it. Run away from it.
There you go. For the record, it's mostly Ringmaster players saying that, not Ringmaster people being picked against it. Axe going under T1 here is going to get rid of the VS.
That was a really good wind run usage by Dark Ace.
Jasso in a lot of trouble. He doesn't have Q. Never mind. Does not have Q on the Axe.
Yeah, so it just took tower aggro and then wind ram.
Yeah.
Axe has the battle longer again, but they're not going to make a go on the Naga Siren here. Well, they are, but they're only going to put the battle. What? He missed that last hit? Okay. He'll also miss living. Not before the spin kills the Naga Siren. Rip the Jasso. I think I figured out who the imposter is.
Oh no, he's fine.
Yeah, it's the VS that just TP'd in. Rip to Dark Ace. Was trying to get himself killed by the neutrals there, I think. Can't believe Greg hates the people who ask me questions, SMH.
Probably true.
SMH. You know, the guy who asked me that used to be world record speedrunner on 2 different games.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
You're too old for this shit.
No, I just don't know what you're referring to. Which people are asking you questions? What am I...
The guy who was asking me what the hell the Ringmaster ult does when he was playing it, after using it, he was like, I can't figure out what this is supposed to do, is a guy who, he held 2 world records, you know. On competitive games, too.
Good for him.
Do you
can't
agree
believe
with
you're,
Sorry, you go ahead with what you were saying.
I was gonna say, can't believe you're turning your nose up at that guy. I'm S-ing my H here. What were you saying, Luth?
I was trying to ask, do you think that Ringmaster's like original concept design didn't make it through? Like based off of like the trailer and stuff.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah. That I've suspected before that the reason Ringmaster took so long to come out is that they had some different concept for him. They just couldn't implement it in a way that made any sense, and then had to redesign the hero again. I think that's legitimately what happened there. Dusty very low back here in the trees, getting stalked by the P1 bounty hunter. Found him. Dusty, good, I don't know if it's on purpose, but good positioning by Maniac there to take the DOT shot from the Ringmaster. Not like it actually allowed him to live. Dark Aces here wants to get a nice kill on the Sand King, and they're going to get it. Good rotation there by Dark Ace.
It's gonna cost him a Wisdom Rune though. Oh, they'll trade 1 for 1. Unless Dusty secures it.
He might. Yeah, he's running that way. Quick, whip it. He had to think about it. Nope, this is not happening.
Oh,
They're going to do everything in their power to secure this room, but I don't think this one's going to favor Whimsical Dragon. Yeah, especially not if Maniac shows up and is going to take the shrine there.
Well, the Man Beast is actually contested as well and got theirs, so it worked out.
There you go.
I thought Venge was going to have a free room, but...
Elder Titan is ganking the Bounty Hunter here at bot, which is usually insane words to say, but there we go.
Radiant's bottom tower is
My
under
mid
attack.
ET came in for a successful gank on their P1. Bounty Hunter. Someone tell Dusty he's not imposter anymore, says Coppless and Jet. True.
I do think that this is this not a good Storm Spirit game? Like, if you just look at the enemy heroes, like they can't really like lock. There's no like Lion or anyone that just like locks you down instantly.
Yeah, they don't have any source of instant lockdown. Sadly, they apparently have a good source of killing him. So he's just gonna get pounded on in lane here. Double kill for the bounty.
These are pre-track. But
Yep.
wait, is it like an innate maybe or some shit?
He just got it from getting level 6 there.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Axe gets a kill on the Vengeful Spirit here. The godlike Matt is coming in to stalk him. He's going to get him with the Ghost of Elder Titan's past, but Axe is too far away for him to stomp, and he had a Lotus anyway. And yeah, Matt's not actually going to get him for this. Dusty has become the team's new mid, temporarily. Arcade's actually going to stick in the lane here, and a really good rotation by the Whimsical Dragon is going to lead to Axe getting a Culling Blade out on the Naga Siren there. Very good rotations on the Whimsical Dragon lineup.
This Naga is suffering. I mean, I don't think you enjoy laning against an Axe, because he just spins and doesn't take any damage for you, but you can, the Mirror Image gets rid of the...
Dark Ace tried to get out there,
right?
walked right into Sand King. It does, I do believe.
Battle Hunger.
Yeah.
Yeah, it gets rid of the Battle Hunger.
He has to know that is the case, of course. Sadly, that did not construct itself to be. Oh my god, let's building my Bounty Hunter Battle Fury. Hell yeah. The legend spoke of this.
I'm hyped for it.
Bounty Hunter thing. This is another one of those things I'm sure TK has done in a game.
Shoutouts to TK.
I gotta say, mad respect for La playing carry CM and then Battle Fury Bounty Hunter.
He's having one hell of a day. And the Jasso has come bot and is just going to get run over. I believe that's our first track kill. Maniac's actually getting killed at top. This is kind of turning into a clown show at this point. Radiant is starting to really take a lead.
Would you say it's a Dusty the Clown show?
Ah! No, that's a Radiant. Hey, weren't you the captain of that team?
I was.
That's weird. I thought everybody on that team was in this game.
Yeah,
I like that. Whimsical Dragon waiting for the last second on the whip. What's Gundam building? Okay, for anybody who's wondering what you do as Mid-Abaddon, you rush Radiance. I know Gundam has actually been doing weird, like, pause 3 from mid-type strategies in other leagues. I actually saw him in a, I believe it was Midwestern D2L game where he was Axe mid.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
So, there you go.
Gundam plays like 3 traditional hit mid heroes and then like offlaners.
Which is weird because he doesn't really play offlane. At least his stats certainly don't imply he does so. He just plays offlane and mid.
Pretty much.
He's like the evil alternate universe version of Otto von Bismarck, or White Joel Birch just playing P1 from mid all the time. Dusty gonna take another spill here, waiting to try and contest this wisdom spot that's only gonna be up in 2 minutes. Windrunner actually has more money than the... Oh my god, look at the poor Naga! That is some sad net worth for Naga Siren. Who's currently
Yeah.
below Ringmaster and Sand King. Okay, past Ringmaster, that's good. It's like a bad Naga game too. Naga into a bad, Naga into the axe. It kinda sucks. Being it kinda sucks, Gundam had that classic situation where that one extra tower shot hits him and so he goes dang. Now, is that classic a bad or what? Everyone who's played this year has felt that. Bounty Hunter Battle Fury! Got a gank at top here, I missed that. Looks like they used the first swamp to get rid of the axe here.
Dire's middle tower is under
Who's
attack.
going to get tipped? Oof. He's going to get tipped by Dusty, and then Dusty's going to die. Bro!
Radiant's courier has been killed.
Oh, poor Storm Spirit. I mean, you were talking earlier about a good Storm Spirit game. I don't know how good the Storm Spirit game is going to be when you start the match 0-5-2, I must tell you.
Is under attack.
Yeah.
Dire's structures
Dusty may
Yeah, it's a little
not...
tough.
Dusty might not
He's-
be the Storm Spirit legend we all imagined him to be.
Well, I think the biggest problem is he's doing the like mid build when he really needs to be sort of adapting more to like what are his offlane responsibilities.
There we go. I had to get my one chat comment in per season.
Radiant are scanning. Dire's middle tower.
So like I think this guy is not really the pickup.
I knew that was coming.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Oh man, this Naga's farming super low HP.
Dusty spent
He's
kind of in the
going
middle
in.
of everything. This is like an insane go on his part. He's pretty much out of mana and he's dead. Sand King dropped an entire ult on Whimsical Dragon, and Whimsical Dragon just went into a box. He is likely to die here still. No, they actually don't get him with the VS stun. It's not off cooldown in time. Bounty Hunter bouncing Shuriken. Oh, Abaddon's here. It's going to get one shot on the... Oh man, they're actually going to get rid of the Maniac. That was a very dramatic go there.
They're actually snowballing like crazy with this Battle Fury Bounty Hunter.
Oh yeah, baby.
Dire's
Then again,
bottom
this-
tower is under attack.
This Naga Siren has no game impact.
Well, she does have game impact. She is very good at giving money to Wilderman Beats. Dusty's got to be careful here. You can actually die. Okay.
Yeah, it was super close.
God, like
he went
Matt.
for the
gonna get
salve.
the
It
kill.
was almost enough.
Two supports here gonna trade wards. And going in. He really should be hitting maybe a few more creeps on this guy. He's had this Radiance queued my whole life, and he isn't really even that close to the relic yet. This isn't really a great farming hero, but still. It's been a little long. Matt just likes to watch Gundam farm. Oh no. Right play on Brionne's part there, just the moment that the sleep ends. You can definitely tell Brionne's a seasoned Earth Spirit player, because she was waiting right for that sleep to end.
I mean, there's a bar over their head that says sleep.
That is true. But when you're used to it like that, when you've played, when you can play that ET in your sleep, it's like you don't just get that pretty good looking stun you get from following that bar. You get that really nice stun you get from having that just inbuilt in death knowledge. This is a pretty big go for the Dire here. It's actually kind of a bad fight start for the Radiant. They're going to trade the Abaddon for the VS, which is really not the trade they want to take. Oh, not again, Dusty!
Oh,
Okay.
big stomp. Big stomp.
Big stomp. No follow-up. The Sand King isn't even
Oh!
here. He's already mostly dead.
Maniac's here with Epicenter.
Yeah. And,
It was a brief one. We'll call that
oh
like
no,
a
it's still
magnitude 3 or
it was still the full length ult. It's just it didn't do anything because he just died immediately. So, quite a hectic fight there. They have ultimately traded Abaddon and Axe for the Sand King, the Storm Spirit, and the VS. And it's not showing me how much money changed hands on the fight recap there. But, I guess it's like a probably really a stalemate, maybe leaning the Radiators because of the Bounty Hunter gold track.
Ripping on.
Yeah.
Oh, I think Discord's choking again.
Dire's top tower is under
Very
Yeah,
nice,
you're
Discord.
cutting out.
It's okay. It won't affect that recording. Finally, have the Sacred Relic on the Abaddon. Oh my god, now Dota's choking. Come on, my entire BZ live. I really
Oh,
don't know what's
Dark Ace has
happening
gotten
right
the
now.
shard.
Oh crap.
I do not think Naga Siren can carry this game. Just gonna go out a limb there.
Well, this is awkward.
I think if he were doing a lot better, he could. But it's probably not coming
Yeah.
back. From how far
Also,
behind he is.
everyone remember that even sometimes LD2 All-Star Jasso 7 forgets that raindrops are an item in the game.
It's true. Everyone forgets those things. Especially in matches where they're useful. Apologies for this brief interruption here. I got disconnected. Oh, back in.
Radiant's top tower
Oh,
is under attack.
Maniac's dead. Oh! Yeah.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Yeah, Brion, no swap there to get somebody under the T3s. Dusty just will not stop trying to get the worst target imaginable.
Oh!
This is a huge ult from
Huge!
the Elder Titan there. Is going to get rid of the Bounty Hunter.
Dire's middle tower.
They almost kill the Axe, but
Oh man.
very good work by the Ringmaster, by the Abaddon there, is going to keep him alive. Whimsical Dragon is basically guaranteed dead at this point. Abaddon gonna try and save, but he's going to... his Mistcoil is level 1, and his shield
Oh, we
is
got the
wrong
Mask
guy.
of Madness.
Yeah, Matt going for a right-click build here. He's got his shard.
Yeah, I think this is pretty solid on the core ET. Big
That's hype.
Exodia hero though.
My Bounty Hunter has finished his Sanjin Yasha.
Dude, that's crazy. Pre 20-minute Battle Fury and Sanjin Yasha on your carry Bounty Hunter. That's hype.
And for the record, both the Naga Siren and the Storm Spirit are still lower on the chart than the Windrunner is. So... Ben is dead, though. That's a pretty big turnaround kill. And they got the Bounty Hunter again. They're actually having a lot of trouble with this Elder Titan all of a sudden.
He's rich. No, he's not. Actually, still poor.
Oh shit. Elder Titan's got the swap spots with this
Yeah, he's got the shard there.
card.
Yeah,
So,
super good
might
stuff.
see
I
some
think the only
funky plays
thing,
there.
the mistake he's making is getting the Silver Edge instead of going Ags next. If he gets that Ags, he's pretty much ready because he just swaps in, gets 2 seconds of BKB, and kills everybody.
We can only assume he's not an Elder Titan main.
Really?
True, but Brion is. She could just tell him.
Yeah, there you go. Brion is very well known for playing core Elder Titan. Or something like that. Do have the Radiance out on the Abaddon now. He's going for his own SNY. Not really that many defensive items on the Radiant support line. Especially when you compare to the VS with the Bavis already. Radiant mostly building for just more damage.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's middle tower is under attack.
They're going to catch the VS here. That's not exactly the most valuable target, but it does give them a nice Culling Blade stack, so there's that. They are tracking the Elder Titan, who has to just kind of stay in offensive posture for a minute. He doesn't actually have anybody in his team there. And if the
Losing their
Radiant,
T1.
yeah, Radiant figures that out, could be kind of bad. They're gonna use the Ringmaster box to try and save the Abaddon, but he actually pops out the worst possible moment there. Ban goes ding. Ringmaster ult comes in, is going to distract the Naga Siren. Axe comes and gets the Storm Spirit. I believe there was an attempt being made there to save the Sand King. Doesn't quite come out in time. Gundam is kind of in a bad way here, but they're not going to prosecute that. Instead, they're just going to kill Dusty again. Not really going to prosecute that, and now he looks just fine. Just chasing this.
Oh, this Naga.
Yeah, the Naga.
Radiant's
She's so
Most
fast,
bad.
but
under attack.
is not so alive.
That was one of the worst turns I've ever seen. They show up with sleep and then they just continue to die.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think they were hoping to get out, but both of them had TP on cooldown during the song, so only that was
Save the Elder Titan
That is true.
though, so...
Tower
Oh, he's changing his mind. He's queued up the
Nice.
egg.
There we go. Maybe Brion checked and told him.
Or maybe they're stream sniping. That's also a
Well, yeah.
possibility.
True.
Sure.
Also, maybe he realized getting a Shadow Blade into a bounty hunter isn't the best idea.
is under
He
attack.
could have.
Dire's
Yeah, definitely could be.
structures are fortified.
I'm gonna glyph to save the T2 here on the Dire. Two sentries
Oh.
coming out. Nothing too exciting.
Oh, he doesn't have Earth Splitter.
Yeah, the Ringmaster is. Oh no.
Oh, Maniac misses.
They're going to respond to it anyway, but Axe actually, that's such a huge call. Gets so much on the Elder Titan, puts him away. The VS, the Sand King fall, they're just getting cut through by Butter. Luth, I'm afraid I've got some bad news about your high MMR team theory. Doesn't seem to be panning out at the moment.
I mean, it is also a single draft game, so
That is true.
sometimes you just don't get the heroes you need.
Yeah, Jasso, as mentioned, literally has never played this hero before, ever.
Dire's top tower
Has no
has
badge.
Yeah, yeah. I didn't think that the Naga would have this rough of a game, but here we are.
Yeah, I was sitting there thinking, like, this is already kind of a rough one for Naga. She's got the Axe, she's got the Abaddon. It's not the best Naga game, and he's never played it.
Dire's middle tower is
Bounty
under
Hunter.
attack.
Still going to town looking for a Bloodthorn here. He's pulling in a Courier. I notice he doesn't have Orchid lined up, so I'm guessing, yeah, has the Orchid on Courier. Abaddon was going S and Y, has changed his mind, is going for Harpoon instead. Dusty, once again, just trying to cut waves back here, and the Radiant aren't really responding to it very effectively.
Dire's courier has been killed.
Going to take out a Courier that Dusty
Oh!
had. Well, you say
Darky's
oh,
found him.
but he is out of
Base
mana.
created. He's got
Oh,
5
for
heroes
sure.
chasing him.
Yeah, he is very dead. And that's not true, you have 4 heroes chasing him, because Gundam was still at mid.
Fair.
But yeah, it was definitely, like, not to Radiant's advantage to get that kill. They literally just pulled everyone for it. And they are smoked, 3-man smoke. They are walking right to where Matt is. And they're going to get him. They get the call on him, they get the taunt. They do a very good job not stacking the stuns there. Matt tries to get the stomp out before he dies. And Wildeman gets the Culling Blade, or tries to get the Culling Blade.
Dire's courier
So both make an attempt, only the stomp comes out. Axe snipes a Courier carrying a Blitz Knuckle for Naga Siren, who didn't really have anything to complete with it anyway, so it's not that big of a deal, but it's still annoying for him. I was like, Axe, why aren't you calling these Naga illusions when you're trying to push the wave? The answer is, it's Abaddon illusions, actually, secretly. Ben is going to find Maniac, who's out on a ward mission, and just kill him. At this point, the Zabatin is like really scary. It doesn't feel like anybody can do anything about him, and he actually kind of does damage, which is rare for this hero.
Yeah, he's got the Radiance Harpoon.
Tower is under attack.
This Naga micro is not great. They're just sitting out beside this camp, waiting for it to despawn.
Well, it's good if you have illusions. At this
Smoke
point,
on the Dire though, so
yeah, 3-man smoke. They do not have the Sand Kings. I'm not exactly sure what they expect to do here. Meanwhile, Radiant go to Roche. Dire do successfully scan that out. I mean, I don't think they win this fight, even if they get him surprised, but yeah, they might. I have no idea.
Gotta get, like, I think they're gonna be too late. You need to like sleep them now.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Oh!
And indeed, here comes the sleep.
Oh!
Wilderman hit Q. He did hit Q, but Dusty snatched the Aegis anyway. And then Bounty Hunter just got one shot killed. Okay.
It's huge.
Yeah, that's like a very major turnaround there. That's all their cores. And the Whimsical Dragon too. So that was really bad. I think if Baden had hit ult, just used his ult early there and went to work, I think they could have been good. But he didn't even... Somehow he didn't even use his ult before he died. I'm not sure how.
Middle tower is under attack.
They were like just like 2 seconds too slow on Roche. That was crazy.
Yeah.
Radiant structures are fortified. Dire structures.
That has been a pretty big turnaround. I mean, Jasso is no longer behind the Radiant support line, notably. They will have to sustain this momentum, but this is the first way you win this game.
He's gonna get his 28-minute Orchid. It's gonna be huge.
They're gonna get a turnaround kill on the Elder Titan and the Sand King on the retreat. Notably, they did immediately lose the Aegis. If only Wilderman had put away one of his items, I think he actually could have just still gotten the Aegis. But I don't think he was expecting what happened to happen. That did give Jasso the ability to finish the Orchid. Ben is now going for the SNY. Dark Ace is just a core right now. He has got a Daedalus queued and he almost has it.
I know, it's pretty hype. He's gonna buy it from the secret shop, like, yeah, he's got it.
Bounty Hunter has his Bloodthorn ready to deliver whenever, is queuing up an Ags next. Or no, he doesn't have the Bloodthorn ready, he bought the recipe for the Javelin for some reason. Axe's next item shall be a mystery for all of us.
Oh, smoke on the Dire.
Yeah, 4-man smoke, I mean, it worked out last time. They're kind of walking
They're gonna run into Abaddon, though,
Yeah.
unfortunately.
The guy they probably don't really want to see, but they're actually pretty likely to get this kill. Nobody is like in the same zip code as this. Going on the Windrunner. Oh, Dusty actually just juked the Rod of Atos from the Ringmaster there. Abaddon has dinged. Axe comes in for the call, only gets one. He was definitely looking for more there. The Elder Titan ult doesn't even get one. This is a very inconclusive fight. Nothing is happening here. They can't even get the Storm Spirit. They're gonna have to be happy with just the Sand King.
But
They just lost the Abaddon for it. Okay, they're gonna give up
Private
the
Dusty.
Elder Titan as well. Jasso is gonna sing it away. We do have a Dark Ace has found Rion on the back line here. But without Bounty Hunter in the neighborhood. Yep. It's pretty hard to get rid of. Wilderman opted not to get the Culling Blade there because he wanted his good friend Windrunner to get the kill. What a nice guy.
Oh, and Beyond doesn't make it out. Oh! They baited the Bounty Hunter? That was huge, actually.
Yeah, Radiant is having a pretty... I think that fight at the Roche Pit shook them. They're acting like they're down when they have a 70k gold advantage at this point. Storm Spirit is just bullying the Axe. But he really can't tear through Axe's blade mail. I bet he really wishes he hadn't used his halberd on the Storm Spirit there. I guess maybe the better way to put it is that half of the Radiant is still playing like they're ahead, and half of the Radiant is playing like they're behind now. It's really not a good look for them at the moment. Oh god, Explorer.exe, don't die on me, please. I'm just gonna look at Dota for a minute and hope to Jesus that the stream isn't dying. I got 100% disk usage, hell yeah.
Dire are scanning.
Dire scanned out. I have found Gundam again in the exact same spot. Dusty, once again, first to go out here. Gundam, once again, a zip code away from anyone on his lineup. Really not a great time to fight anyway. They do not have the Axe. Patton is just barely not going to actually die out their ult there. He's going to get Yulesed. Here comes the Ringmaster ult. They're going to try and fight this anyway. They're going to get rid of the Storm Spirit. VS is going to fall next. Matt is like in it to win it, but the Windrunner's actually just going to take care of him all alone. And
This
okay.
problem. Meanwhile,
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Nagasarian is just ratting.
Radiant's
And Nani,
top
if you're
tower
talking,
has
oh,
fallen.
Yeah,
I can hear you now?
Yeah, there we go. I just had, somebody was asking if I was affected by the storms. No, I was affected by 100% disk usage there. Luckily, it should not impact the recording. That'll be on YouTube later, so apologies for all that.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Radiant now going uphill. It stands to reason they did kill 4 guys. Jasso a little crazy TPing in for this. It's going to get... At Wildeman? Wildeman, do something! Wildeman really was... This team is not up, my friends! Blink and hit Q! Blink and hit Q! What is this?
They're all respawning. They're afraid of throwing.
That
Oh,
is,
no!
like, way too much fear. That, like, you cannot be this afraid.
I don't know. Maybe the fear was justified. They're dying.
Yeah, they're dying because they're all over the map! All they had to do was just turn around, blink on the Naga, and just kill her. It was like a total bluff. They didn't respect it. They just fell right for it. Are now playing the exact fight Dire wants them to have. Massive misplay on the Radiant's part.
They got a lot of money for killing Dark Ace.
Yeah, they did. Padden actually getting kind of close to getting the turnaround kill on the Naga
he's
side.
healing up the Abaddon.
Not like it particularly matters. They're gonna take the Bounty Hunter. Padden is next. Axe is gonna get a turnaround kill on the Elder Titan, but I don't think anybody's gonna say that's particularly worth it at this juncture. Massive misplay on the Radiant's part. Just a horrible time to retreat, and they couldn't sustain it.
Yeah, you're right. They had a window where they could have jumped the Naga with the axe and all ganged up on her and killed her, but they missed it and they backed and they threw.
They not only backed, they had a really bad back where they all kind of spread out, going different directions, and then tried to turn around and group back together when they started getting caught. Just everything you don't want to look for in retreat. I really don't know why they let that happen to themselves. 6k gold swing there. The Radiants still have a 14k net worth advantage, but I can erode very quickly if they keep making plays like this.
Naga's got heart.
The disc usage spike should be over by this point.
Stupendous.
Yeah, it looks like it's live when I'm watching the replay there, so that's good. Yeah, like I said, apologies for that. Something on my PC has decided it must update or something, I guess. It's supposed to not do that when I'm in Dota, but, you know, sometimes these things are mere suggestions, I guess.
Radiant's courier has been killed.
Rion just killed 2 couriers with a load of crap on them. Now
Oh, that's
Dire
huge.
given the territory they're backing off. Well, Matt is staying, and he might regret this decision. Okay, he realized maybe this wasn't the best idea, and well, he started turning, but a little late. Did not have Wildeman. Why, my friend? What are you doing? Why are you not with your team?
Tower is under attack.
Bang, going for an orchid here. Shoutouts to the train. Storm Spirit cutting this creep wave again. They're gonna walk in like they're smoked on the Radium. They're not smoked, so this is kind of an unusual maneuver. Abaddon is going to find a bunch of fake Naga Sirens and kill them. And the tomato she was looking at. Well, this time Wildeman is going to walk into the enemy team whether he likes it or not. Bounty Hunter is going to find the VS here, but nobody cares. Nobody wants her.
Gonna find the Naga.
They are... Okay, yeah, now they care. They're gonna try hard to get rid of the Brion. They're not actually gonna get to do it. Matt's gonna come in and get rid of the Windrunner here. Like, look at how this fight is being taken. You had the two people who really wanted the kill on the VS and were up there behind where the old Tormentor spot is. You have Bounty Hunter who's sitting there where the T1 bot is. They're only just barely, like, coming in.
I mean, it's not worth it.
They are throwing, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
They're huge throws.
Bottom tower is
Yeah.
under attack.
And again, Axe was not with them at any point during that, and I don't really understand why. Does he think we're doing round 2 on the imposters, or what? Like, Bounty Hunter Axe queued up.
Why is Dusty just spending all of his mana?
Because he's got a regen.
Oh, he's got the regen rune. I was like, what is he doing, man?
Even now, nobody on the Dire has actually passed their Radiant counterpart, but they're getting really close. Like, every core is within 2,000 gold now of their Radiant counterpart, where they were down a hell of a lot more before.
Dire scales so much better, though, I think.
Yeah.
So...
I mean, the downside is going to be that Naga Siren is always going to be at least somewhat vulnerable to this lineup. But...
There's things about the lineup that she's good against and things that she's bad.
yeah.
Like, yeah, like Axe is decent, I think, against Naga, and then, like, the Abaddon has a Radiance, but, like...
He got a Gleipnir.
The list...
That was what he
the list
missed a
up
fight
there.
for, was a Gleipnir? Okay. Man wants the big-ass calls.
Yeah, this Naga's, like, a real threat now, and maybe he needs a Shivas.
Speaking of Shivas, Sand King bringing one out soon.
Radiant are scanning.
Radiant scan out Roche, nobody's home. Abaddon finds the Storm Spirit. Silence this man. Silence this man, Gundam. Okay, doesn't need it. Just gonna get a kill on him here.
I didn't realize that they killed the Naga in the same time.
They got the... I didn't either. They got the Gleipnir out on the Elder Titan. He BKB'd, walked away, didn't save him long. So make no mistake, the Radiant is still quite considerably ahead when they're actually all on the same page and fighting. In fact, they're really hard to kill, as it turns out. This would be a smart time to do Roche and then push, or just push, I guess. I mean, they don't know that Dire doesn't have buybacks, but they don't.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Sand King feels the fear of God there for 1 second. Somebody was definitely trying to keep that that T3 alive with that glyph. Didn't quite get it. Is gonna lose mid racks here. Abaddon immediately doing the right thing, just charging north to beat down this T3 up top.
Yeah, this looks like 2 Raxes.
Are fortified.
Looks like 2 glyphs too. Axe got travels.
Top tower is
Well,
under attack.
the Radiant's gonna be up in 10 seconds.
Well, the Radiant's already up.
I mean, sorry, the Dire.
Yeah, there we go.
Top barracks are under attack.
Yeah, they're gonna be up, but they're not gonna have top racks anymore. Dusty is gonna just go a little nutso here. He's gonna get Silence gonna hit that BKB. That would be his 9. That was his reveal. They're gonna get rid of Dark Ace. Here comes a song to Grief Maniac. They're gonna get the nope. They're gonna miss the sleep too.
They didn't get stumped.
But they are gonna lose the Bounty Hunter. The Ringmaster ult is gonna come out. It's gonna save no one. So 3 for 0 trade there.
Oh, Matt's found Gundam.
Yeah.
He still has ult, so it'll take a little while, but surely they'll get him eventually.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's got Harpoon and stuff.
So I have
Jukes!
Oh, it took a wrong turn. Wow, he just went in a straight line and they didn't expect
Oh,
it.
never mind.
Oh no, Abaddon! He started TPing right in front of the Storm Spirit. So 4 for none. They took 2 racks, but they did lose 4 for none. Despite that, because of the fight they took to lead into that, they do still have a pretty massive advantage at the moment. 3 people on the Radiant do have buybacks. Look at buyback status here. Whimsical Dragon just shy of it.
Yeah, it looks like the Dire's gonna go do Roche. I think that's the right play.
Probably
don't
what the
think
Radiant
that-
should have done last time, really.
I don't think that they can go high ground right now.
Yeah, and taking Roche is going to be effectively a good way to deny them, for at least the moment being, the ability to go high ground themselves. Though with Naga still being pretty poor and being more tanky than damage dealing. Okay, she did pull in a butterfly, so we'll get this done pretty quick. Awkwardly slow, but quick enough. The Radiant's not going to get to respond. It's not going to be like it went for them. Dusty's going to pick up the Aegis here, of all people.
I think it makes sense. It's like always, Storm's a good Aegis hero.
Even if he has no money and is not really the impact guy in fights.
He's the highest net worth hero. He's been doing
Yeah, that's the
actually-
sad thing, is that he's the highest net worth hero and it still doesn't feel like he does anything.
Since he's got this Witchblade, he's he's been doing stuff.
I
He's
think
been
put out a lot of
catching.
damage now.
He's gonna jump down here, look at the Axe. Axe is gonna say, here's my Gleipnir. Axe is gonna say, no, I don't need to use my Blade Mail, this is fine. Sand King is gonna ult just on the Abaddon. Then he's gonna get silenced for some reason. I guess trying to prevent the Sand King from going further in. Call's gonna get 2, it's gonna get the VS and the Elder Titan. It's not even gonna get the little shield off of the Elder Titan there. Ringmaster ult doesn't really do anything. First Life is now down on the Storm Spirit. They're gonna get rid of the Bounty Hunter. He is going to very quickly buy back. They're going to get rid of the Windrunner. That's another buy. Everybody's kind of buying here. They're going to silence the Storm Spirit, get rid of him here. Guy like Matt's going to be the next to fall. They're going to get rid of the Ghost of Brion. Has their Ags at this point. To survive. The Dire.
Yeah,
does not have
they could have
buybacks.
they could have sung and left when they saw the buybacks, and they would have
Probably.
all made it alive. But
Yeah, if they had
decided
done
to make
that,
the game spicy.
If they had done that, I think it probably would have been over for Radiant. I think they would have just been one mistake away from just instantly losing the game. But
Yeah,
now
looks
it's kind
rough.
of dire in that position. I mean, the Radiant are still in the bad spot, make no mistake. Though notably, the power players on the Dire do not have buys except for the Naga. Sadly for the Radiant, they do not have this T2 bot. It is a long way from dead. They're going to get it eventually. Whimsical Dragon is going to seize their Shrine of Wisdom.
Dire's
La
bottom
is going
tower
to take the outpost. Radiant going on the T3 here. Still 20 seconds before Storm is up, 11 seconds to Elder Titan. They're going to drop the Sand King ult in here. It's going to mostly
Take it
just
out.
get Abaddon.
He hasn't had to ult yet. Oh! Storm's up in 3.
Yeah, this is a really good song. The only downside is that ult Yeah, as you mentioned, Abaddon has not ulted yet. The very big call here from Wildeman Beats, but it doesn't really amount to anything. Okay, it's starting to amount to things now. Naga's dead. Just died in an instant. Abaddon is not letting, well, he's going to try and not let Matt away from this, but not quite. Buyback from the Naga Siren here. They're going to take out the Bounty Hunter. That is a dieback.
That's 2
Oh.
diebacks.
Yeah. Yeah, they didn't really get anybody of any value on the Dire there. They just got the VS. And they did get her Ghost at least. They got the Naga Serum. That basically doesn't count when she just buys back. They got the T3. They still have a 14k gold lead, but it does not really feel like the Radiant is winning anymore.
Yeah, they were too slow to rescue their wave in mid. I think that this is now spicy. Maniac was like looking like he was gonna go and save a few of the range creeps, but then he left and they got killed. So I don't think they're gonna get to high ground in time.
I'm gonna send Sand King top to try and stop any potential funny business on this wave. Oh no, they blinked into each other!
Radiant structures are
Axe
They're gonna get
blinked.
1 Rex. I'd be surprised if they get 2.
Axe blinked where the Sand King was going to be and missed him.
Radiant's middle
Oh,
tower-
they
They're
want
going
to end.
for T4s.
Radiant's middle
I think this is
tower
a pretty bad gaslight here, because they're going to have a bunch of people back up.
is under attack.
I like it.
They're
I
in
like
the
this.
Ancient Open.
This is what you want to see in your all-star match. A throne. Oh shit! Huge call.
No throne. Here's the big call. Going to get rid of the Vengeful
song.
Spirit when the counterattack comes in. The Song of the Siren actually kind of ruins it. It eats the entire ES and the entire Sand King ult. Axe very low
kind of
here.
working out.
They're going to get rid of him here. They're actually going to get rid of the Abaddon. He does have buyback. And he is going to exercise that right. This
Oh,
is the
another huge
dieback
call.
on Jasso. Another big call. That's going to get rid of the Sand King. It's going to get rid of the Storm Spirit. Nobody is bought back on the goddamn Dire. Nobody is bought back.
They staggered their dieback or their buybacks like perfectly. That was crazy.
Yeah, they basically went in like that should be done. In fact, it is dieback, I believe, for the Storm Spirit, but he just hasn't died in 7 minutes. So it might as well not be.
They have no Naga for this fight. 4v5.
Yeah. Well, the man
Storm's
bees
going
doing
to
the right
have to
thing.
buy
They're
back.
Thinking about bot. You have Ags on the
They-
Baden.
They don't have their ults for 40 seconds either.
Baden immediately going to work on the bot ranged. Axe is going to catch the Elder Titan, but he's not really going to like what he finds when he's just stunned immediately. Storm Spirit just jumped into the Ringmaster ult. The Abaddon tries to get rid of him for it, but he just gets stunned for his whole life.
Oh, he's got no BKB. He's just dead.
And that's the dieback on the Storm Spirit. That's the dieback on the VS. That's the dieback on the Elder Titan.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
They've got the Ghost of Brion. They got rid of her too. I believe the prediction that the lack of the Naga Siren will be devastating for them there from Luth was very prescient in the end. God like Matt calls the G's, and we're going home on Season 19 of the Learn Dota 2 League.
MMR is just a number, guys. You can still win single draft games.
There we go. Yeah, sorry for the stream there, getting a little choppy for a minute. But hopefully it did not ruin the experience, and now we're all going to go to General. Well, I mean, not necessarily everybody. But I am currently in General in the LD2L Discord server. I mean, probably not going to be 2 minutes from now when...
I think that was exactly what you want from an all-star game, though. That was
yeah, probably.
bro.
No, nobody was paying attention to me, or everybody forgot immediately. Okay.
Really respect the comeback from 1-11 to 14-16.
Guys, you're supposed to get into General. Guys, you're supposed to get into General. It's big announcement time. So hurry up on in there, boys.
In
Okay.
where?
General. Yeah. That was
Hold up, 1 sec.
that was a very near throw from the Radiant there. I was watching the Naga just all alone, just walk at everybody and going no, and everyone split and got chopped to bits. But you won. That's the important bit. Okay, everybody. Now that I have hauled Gundam in here, everybody is now in here for this announcement, including Greg. And you know what? I was going to say it, but Greg is the league admin, and he is still in here. So, Greg, would you be so kind to tell everybody at home what date the Season 20 signups are going to open?
Sure, we're gonna open them today.
That's right.
Whoa, today!
March 30th,
Whoa.
2025, Season 20. Signups
When did it
open now.
close?
Yeah.
When do they close? Will
They close
depend
when
on
we get
how
enough
the
people.
signups come
Yeah.
in.
Yeah, they closed the
No
day
way,
before
it'll
the
be a
draft,
year from now.
Yeah, they close the day of the draft. That's the big deal. So every one of the all-stars at once just start talking about who you want to shout out and just make a bunch of incomprehensible noise, please.
Hog crazy.
Shout out to
Dude, I love
I
Porky
feel like an
Pig.
Animal Crossing character.
Yeah,
Shout out to Anani for casting all these games.
Yeah.
There was a
Big
week.
MVP.
Thank you. No.
There was a week I recorded 16 hours of content. I hope you guys know that.
I
Anani-
would never be able to do that. I think.
That's crazy.
Wow.
Okay.
Anani
Math.
is why this league is fun.
Did everybody have an awesome time in the single draft game? Did everybody
Yeah,
except
felt
Jasso?
so useless.
I think we were nice and not picking heroes because I think we all had I think Jaso picked the hero he literally had 1 game on as well.
He had no badge. So...
Yeah,
Yeah,
I chose to play offlane Storm
Yeah,
over Visage.
'cause-
I
yeah,
just
He had
I think
message. Yeah.
I think we could have been really mean too, but
You
it
should
was
have
a
picked
fun game.
Visage. It would have been funny. Yeah, that's what you're supposed to do in single draft is pick the hero that makes the other guys
That's
go,
what I
oh
told
no.
my team. I told my team that, and then they were like, "No, we can't pick our good heroes."
And then
So
Dark Ace Wind ruined my fucking game.
Dark Ace ruined your whole life. Dark Ace was ruining a lot of people out there. Did you guys notice he had like a data list before most of the
Yeah.
time?
Yeah, I did notice.
Notice that.
There you go. Okay. Yeah, that's it. Season 19,
Estimate.
the greatest throw on Earth. Let's hear some comments from everybody, just in no particular order. Best moments of Season 19. Everyone just start spouting stuff.
Playing Magnus and getting eliminated and missing like 3 RPs.
That was hype! I was like, has this
Playing-
guy ever played Magnus before?
Playing
Yeah,
the
I did
new
every
patch,
time on it.
and then the new patch I played against Dusty, and Dusty picked Night Stalker, and I wanted to cry.
You did cry. We all saw you. I think
Yeah,
that
my
was a
highlight
live
was
game,
the
too.
My ears, my ears were happening a little bit. There was like a little watery eyes
A little
action.
bit of a
I didn't
watery
cry
wave.
though. Didn't let a tear fall.
There we go.
My highlight was Griefing Maniac Season for the umpteenth time.
Of course. La, as the person who has been in this season the longest, how about you? What was your highlight?
When I got let in, or also just watching Copeless and Matt, have a good old duke it out session.
No, it was just for content. It was just for
It
content.
was just for content. It was just jokes.
It was all jokes. Okay. Does anybody have anybody they want to shout out before we get out of here?
Shout out to Anani.
Shout out to me!
Yeah.
If you or anybody you know wants to learn Dota 2 at a casual or more competitive level, go to ld2l.gg today to sign up, and I literally mean that this time. Sign-ups
It's too
are
late
open.
to sign up for this season.
But it's not
you
too
can
late
sign
to
up for next season.
Yeah, exactly. It's too late to sign up for
There's
this
in-houses
season.
popping off all the time, right?
There's in-houses popping off
Yeah.
everywhere you look.
Our in-houses should be
Everywhere.
reverse. Our in-houses should always be reverse draft. That shit
Queues
would be more
popping
fun.
everywhere you
No,
look.
this is not.
All kinds of fun to be had. ld2l.gg. Go to the Discord server. That's where all the action is happening. And for all the fine folks at LD2L, I'll say see you next time, everybody.
Bye bye.
Bye.
Thanks,
Yeah.
Randy and Princess. Bye.
Yeah.
Princess.